Imagine, if you will, your brain with a motherboard full of switches. You sleep and the switches are off. But as you awaken, the switches get flipped one at a time. You're up, you're stretching, you're breathing in the air. You're getting ready for your day, flipping those switches one at a time as the moments and the hours pass through your day. Those of us who live with abilities that allow us to walk with one foot on either side of the veil have a tendency to forget to flip that switch. You see, abilities require that you tune out the world around you and focus on the supernatural realms. Now, the paranormal collides with us in our everyday existence all the time. Spirits and entities surround us constantly. But that doesn't mean that we should be open to constant contact. It's unhealthy, it's dangerous, and it's distracting. One of the most important aspects to psychic abilities is to know when to flip that switch, when to exist in the real world, the real physical, tangible, scientific, logical world. And even if you encounter the paranormal throughout that part of your day, you can turn it off. You can flip that switch on briefly and then turn it back off. But when we have abilities and we allow that switch to stay on all the time, we are rarely, if ever, at peace. We are distracted, we are sick, we are tired, we are drained. We are constantly being battered by the spirit realm. You see, the dead know that you know they're there, that you can see them, hear them, communicate with them. And they are clamoring for attention, because the earthbound spirits, it's as though there's a soundproof wall between you and them. You know they're there, they know you're there, and they're screaming and screaming to get your attention. And sometimes they'll knock something off a table. They'll slam a door, flicker a light, or do something to get your attention. But like children and pets, they don't always understand that it's not a good time. Meditation, transcendental meditation, is a good, quick way to close your eyes and concentrate on your breathing and make a quick communication with the entities that are interfering or trying to trespass on your tangible, logical day. And then you snap that switch off. Because ultimately, we're all human and we all live in the tangible, real, logical world. We have jobs and families and homes and vehicles and bills and much to accomplish. And like everything in our lives, we must place the paranormal, the supernatural, our psychic abilities into its proper perspective. For newbies to the paranormal, or those that are just beginning to experience their abilities, it's difficult to learn the boundaries. It's challenging to learn how to tune out the spirit world while you're at work or driving or interacting with other people. It can be overwhelming. And there are many methods that you can use to shut it down. You can simply ignore it, learn how. You can go into a meditative state and imagine your third eye spinning closed, tight and tight and tight until it is not visible. Your Alta Major, which is the psychic opening on the base of your neck, the same thing. Imagine it as though it is a stargate. And imagine that gaping hole, and you can see through, and you can see the paranormal, and you can see the past and the present and the future, and you can see all of the supernatural beings clamoring to you. And it begins to shrink before you. Shrinking, shrinking, shrinking until it's a tiny pinhole. And then that tiny pinhole disappears, and your skin is smooth and closed. And practicing these methods will help you to strengthen your ability to shut down the psychic world so that you can live a healthy, full, and fulfilling life in the human world, the everyday world. Let's talk more about this in the future, shall we? But until then, may you be filled with the light and love of the universe, and always do good.